Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
And today we are floating downstream on the U.S.S. Disgraceland with our friend, comedian, and entertainer galore,
Anna Valenzuela.
Welcome. I don't know where that came from. I'm just
I love that. Entertainer galore. Honestly, I'm just going to let you know right now. I hang out with disabled people by day. Was I a VJ part of the day? Yes, I did. Did I make 5 disabled people sing pop hits?
Fuck yeah.
Today?
Don't say
Yes.
make. Don't say make.
Not make. That's true. Encouraged. Actually, we had requests.
Made an offer they couldn't refuse.
You're going to do karaoke. Oh, God, you're right. Thank you for that. Sam actually preventing the cancel button for me. Who knew? I'm just thinking a lot about becoming a dominatrix at this point.
What song brought the house down at karaoke?
Ooh, well, we had one guy who's mostly nonverbal saying "Happy Birthday." Both verses. There's 2 verses.
Wait.
How old are you now?
Whoa.
How old? 2 verses.
It rarely gets brought up.
Wow.
Because you know what? Even at birthday parties, people rarely want to bring that fact up.
No,
I
they're
just
like,
figured the second verse was just sing it again in Spanish.
In this swath of ages that we are now, no one wants to say.
ooh, we should have done it in Spanish.
Especially in our swath of ages right now, like no one wants to answer the "How old are you?" now?"
Are you kidding me? I am proudly 41 years old. You hear
All
that,
right.
Hollywood? I'm proudly 41. Number one, because unless you look at how gray my hair is, you can't tell. I don't look much different. Y'all white people aging like milk. This is your fault. This phase of your life, it's on y'all. Sunscreen or die.
I am proudly 27 years old.
You're 27 years
I'm
old.
old. I'm young as fuck.
Carter.
I'm scared about my 30s, to be honest.
Carter.
30 is old.
Carter.
Yeah, I'm just scared.
Carter?
He's about to get yeeted into his 30s. It's crazy.
You've been 27 this whole time?
I've been 27 for the last 5 years. And it's,
Amazing.
it's being 27 is crazy. I'm like, what am I going to do with my life?
Amazing.
That's great. So you got him singing "Happy Birthday."
Yep,
Other
and
notable pop hits.
We did Miley Cyrus "Flowers."
Record of the year, Grammy winning.
Winning.
Speaking of fucking ageless, Tracy goddamn Chapman was amazing. Did you see that shit?
Was she on the Grammys?
She hadn't performed publicly in forever.
She's released albums, but she hasn't performed publicly.
And then Luke.
with Luke Combs. Yeah,
did the
Carly was
cover.
telling me about it. Yeah,
And it was like, except for the fact that she had gray hair, it could have been 1991. Like,
And-
it was wild. Yeah, she looked great.
Annie Lennox. And stopping with a ceasefire call in the middle of it. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Grammys is back to be. First off, this was a revolutionary and extremely gay Grammys. It was, but like gay in the way that like
Billy Joel.
honestly, for real. Have you ever hosted a karaoke?
Hosted? No.
I think
Carter.
Brought the house down at one? Absolutely.
Been
Okay.
involved heavily? Yes.
hear me out. Dive bar
Looking
legend.
at Carter and then asking that question is so funny.
Have I ever hosted a karaoke? I mean, I could have.
Honestly,
Yeah, dude, I could have made the pros.
anyone
Got
can do
injured.
it. Ron Swallow is tapped me in to host his karaoke night every once in a while.
yeah.
He invited me to do the same, and I was like, I don't think you understand the depths that I despise being around karaoke. It's more so than even comedy.
This is where the dominatrix thing comes from. I made a lot of money in tips just being mean to a group of accountants.
Oh,
yeah.
Just being like, hey, Steven, you can't. The reason why you can't hold the mic that way, Steven, you got to hold it like a delicate penis, like you do all the time. Hold that. Quit ruining my AV equipment, you little monster. He dropped a hundo in the bucket. I was like,
just
bitch.
for bigger roast KJ.
Yeah,
That's
basically. I was
amazing.
just like the meanest KJ I could be.
Quit calling me gay. Here's $100.
I went to a birthday party that was like one of those like K-Town private room karaoke parties.
Those are fun. I enjoy
Very fun.
those.
It's very fun. They had this like laminated card that was like, if we find urine, poopy, semen, and it's like, and then like a price next to each one. Like it happens all the time. And then they're like, here's a $4 pitcher of beer. Like, I mean, like the people were like, they were so drunk they looked like they were struck by lightning. You know what I mean? Like they were like,
that's the worst part about karaoke. You got to be around the drunkest people in the whole fucking world.
Yeah, which is not.
Well, that's why like the little Tokyo Mall karaoke, the private booth.
It's like a vacuum. Like you're in there and then you're waiting for your turn to sing I Won't Back Down or whatever. And
right. And you're not having intrusive thoughts about killing the singer because they're all your friends.
You're looking at your friends in a new light. You're like, I didn't know you were not talented at all. You don't take it seriously. And then you get up and then you go take a squeege somewhere because you've had like 8 beers because you're bored waiting for your song. And you're also nervous. And then you see like another room and they're like crying, singing like "I Miss You" by Blink-182 or something. And you're like, this, and it was in a mall too.
Or for $50, just be in the corner.
Yeah.
Your friends are there. You know, it's fine. Just give them.
The dude up front was no nonsense about it. Like I was like, man, have you ever had to like clean up blood off of the microphone? And he was like, do you want anything or what? No, I guess not.
No, we have these signs for no fucking reason, sir.
Are you going to be my problem tonight? Are you going to be my problem?
Are you good at that? Oh,
I have to clean up your nut later. I'm kicking your ass.
I just want you guys to know that are you going to be my problem tonight is the way a woman enters the world every day. Every time she leaves her house, she's got to be like, "Are you going to be my problem today?" Is that who's gonna leave a nut somewhere they shouldn't? What's happening?
Is that we're at Ralph's? What's going on?
The guy on the bench has devil eyes. Are you going to be my problem today?
But to circle back, Billy Joel. Let's talk about it.
Love him.
Billy Joel is.
You're allowed to nut when he's playing.
I think if you're doing a Billy Joel song, please tip your KJ a little extra because they've heard the entire catalog 8 times over.
Even sleeping with the television on?
All of them.
Okay.
All of your Billy Joels.
All right.
But and then to circle back to the Grammys, it's millennially gay because it was like Annie Lennox, Tracy Chapman.
That's Gen X gay.
Gen X gay.
Yeah.
That's how behind the times they are and catching up with the times.
Right.
Well, and Joni Mitchell. It's just a lot of like the kind of my gay best friend. It's like the kind of stuff that he listens to and just like stares out the window and cries after making the best cup of coffee you've ever had in your life or something.
Your best friend is an Apple Music listener, I see.
Ooh.
Yes.
Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell.
Very missed on Spotify.
I know.
I do have a college email if you need to create multiple accounts for half the price.
Oh, wow.
All right. I'm in on this scheme. I like this.
Honestly, take one community college class and everything, it reduces all of your streaming costs by half. So
I was just down in Santa Monica last week and
you can say that every week, Critters.
The people I was with wanted to see 3rd Street Promenade, and so I happened to whip around.
That's one of those places, if you live here, you're like, why would you go down
You just want to see,
there?
they all want to see a Caruso property.
Yeah.
They all just want to see a Caruso property.
Like, do you want to walk down a street that's not really a street, it's a shopping center that looks nice.
And that's like the basis of any Caruso property is it has to be a hindrance to commerce, but still somehow commerce.
Well, it's not, they are not a Caruso property.
They are not.
They are owned by something called Downtown Santa Monica Incorporated. DTSM.
DTSM.
Yeah.
That
sounds filthy.
It sounds way more fun than it actually is.
Down to sex mouth.
Down to sex mouth. That's the sound of sex mouth.
Oh, God. Are you going to be my problem today?
Are you going to be my problem tonight? Are you going to be my problem tonight? Flim floor,
if you want me to be, I will.
It's an 800 number where someone's just it's like a switchboard. He has a switch back between a million calls. It's like blah, 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 blah. There's your sex mouth. What do you want to be my problem tonight?
Well, down there used to be a parking structure, and I'm sure you all know well. It's the one right next to West Side Comedy Theater.
Oh yeah.
And that parking structure got demolished. And
by the rains?
No. Like, no, that'd be amazing. Yeah. It just floated down into the ocean somehow.
Yeah.
No, it was a 50-year-old structure, and they knocked it down, which sucks if you're trying to do a show at West Side,
Right.
because now you have to
Yuck.
park down the street. But it's just this big vacant lot, and I think they knocked it down in like 2021.
Wow.
So here's
I've not been to the West Side Mike in
Same.
1,000 years.
right.
Same.
Well, so but here's the thing. So I ended up chatting with Chris Gorbos, the owner of West Side Comedy Theater. I was like, what happened to your parking lot? And so he told me, well, they removed it to build low-income housing. And I was like, oh, great. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
They didn't do that.
Yeah, well, no, they did. It all got approved. Everything was ready to go. But then apparently they were too slow building the low-income housing. So now they're building, and I'm not kidding, 2 spheres.
Where the parking lot across the fucking street from the West Side Comedy Theater
What's
is?
the sphere going to be of?
In Vegas.
Wait, how big is a sphere? Are they like
As
be a
big as you
sphere?
want it to be.
I mean, 2.
No.
Not 1.
We need
2
places for homeless people to live.
And I
no
was-
shit?
I
And
was-
no,
You know what?
seriously.
Okay, let me hear this. You know what? You don't get. You can pick Santa Monica. You can either be down for the Olympics,
Dude.
or and build the housing, or you can be against the Olympics and get your fucking spear.
Yeah.
That's what you get. I can't even say it. I said spear.
I-
Spear.
If we got
fuck?
a spear,
We don't
tear
have
that shit down.
unless that sphere has people living in it.
It's like
Wait,
an entertainment sphere.
So when I saw the videos on Bono's personal vlog about
Yes.
the sphere,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was fucking huge, not the size of that parking.
Yeah,
structure.
well, that's the thing. It's going to be
A baby sphere?
Yeah, it's going to be 2 baby spheres
2 baby spheres
next to each other. Yes,
Oh.
and
so
one-
then you can just see like yellow card there or something, like someone like a little lower.
Yellow card.
It'll probably
card.
just be a giant LED advertising screen.
no, it's got shit inside. One of them is it's called an arcade, and it's based on some children's program that I've never heard of. And then the second one is like a performance space. But I was
I'm a
like,
41-year-old woman who rents a room in Pasadena. For the love of God, build more houses in this city, or I will allegedly burn it to the fucking ground.
Oh, shit.
but
They
I was
need to.
I was like, if I was writing a joke for a television program, that is too outlandish. Of like, oh no, we're gonna, instead of doing low income housing, we're gonna do 2 spheres.
That does
because
sound.
spheres are the opposite of low income housing.
It sounds like it sounds like a storyline from Parks and Recreation.
Yes, it's
It's
totally. This is
deranged.
Aziz Ansari and
You know the new
what's
thing
his
is-
name's business
We
venture.
don't need, but I want a sphere.
Yeah. with 8 E's.
Dude, you know what this is really? It's like the same people that are going to work at the Sphere worked at axe throwing places and worked at escape rooms.
Yeah,
it's like the new carny folk.
And before that, it was Nashville hot chicken, and before that, it was poke bowls, and before that, it was grilled
Like
cheese.
these people have been depriving homeless people of shelters. For, not the people working there; they're making an honest living. I
Yeah.
understand.
Sure.
But the people fucking. I mean, like. I've seriously run into like 4 people in the last couple of months who are like, I'm out of a job, man. My axe throwing place went under.
Oh my god.
My axe throwing.
There's like
place
a
went under.
million of them. And
Do
like,
we all realize that axe throwing is not something we need?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I think it was like
That's a
you do it
luxury.
once and you're like, all right. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like silent disco. You're like, yeah, it was cool. What, you want to run a silent disco business? No.
Yeah, yeah.
Axe throwing is like darts for fucking brutes. It's
Yeah,
It's,
for
it's,
small-
it's darts
small
for the hazy
penis.
IPA group. It's like I don't want to focus my eyes really because I'm really drunk. So I'm just going to throw this.
It is kind
hopefully
of,
not near a waiter.
Also, I think we had in the last 15 years we've had a rise of games
Bar games
for
because
men to feel more manly.
Sure.
To justify the beards. Looking at you, Sam.
yeah, I mean definitely
To justify the
and,
beards.
and that's the only reason you grow a beard is to show off how badass of a man you are.
Definitely not to hide your chin.
hey, who told the girls about that? God damn it.
That's because all
Who's
of us-
running intel to the ladies?
That's our
Listen,
secret thing.
that's why we're all growing out our snatch hair actually now is to hide our pussy chins. That's what we're doing.
You and me both, sister. Tell you
You
what.
know what? Get me a dry bar special right now.
It is funny to me as a guy who's had facial hair his whole adult life. I couldn't even tell you what my face looks like. But yeah, it's funny how that's become a thing that's masculine now.
Axe throwing?
No, beards.
Oh, beards. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Because you have no control genetically over whether or not you can grow a beard.
True.
So the idea that like you have a beard makes you more of a man or badass makes no sense.
I've never been able to really grow a beard. Like mine comes out all puby and weird.
I mean, that's how beards are. You have to just let them grow till it doesn't look like pubes anymore.
I get scared as I'm looking down the barrel of 28.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to keep it baby smooth.
Can I have some of your meniscus? Can I have some of your joint fluids?
Mine's been ground into a fine powder, and we bottled it right here and put it on this table.
If I wasn't 100% certain I could outsports you right now in some way.
100%. 100%. Yeah, no, I mean, I huff and puff on the way up the stairs to this podcast. I mean, with a full a cup full of hot cocoa.
That's not a lie, folks. There is hot cocoa.
Hell yeah. Well, good news for the folks of Santa Monica. You're going to get a chance to see the band Lit for $500.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Get ready because fucking, God, who's coming your way?
We don't need the West Side anymore, do we? Can we just...
That was the other thing, too. So think of what the outside of the Sphere is going to be doing. You're on stage, and meanwhile, outside is just every light flashing.
For everyone who doesn't know, since it has not been described for 1 second, there's a wall of windows from basically waist level to the ceiling at the West Side Comedy Theater, which will face the Sphere.
Yeah.
So it'll be very distracting if you're on stage.
Which I've never even clocked the wall of windows because all you can see is parking structure out there.
Yeah,
well, they have some of it decorated. Some of it has some
like
painting
letters.
Already.
It says like West Side Comedy Theater on the windows, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna have to paint those windows.
They're gonna have to go to Home Depot, get themselves some of that, some of them lines that your parents got.
Hammers. They got some screwdrivers they can get. Maybe a ladder.
Yeah,
they could probably use a paintbrush. Maybe a roller.
You know, if they make a little list, save yourself the visit to TaskRabbit. I'll do it.
Oh,
hey.
Are you a rabbit now?
No, I mean, who knows? Probably in the future. I'm always circling the drain, so it's not out of the conversation.
Don't you say that about yourself. You're making that rich wine money.
I love this hot cocoa.
Yeah, he accepted River's hot cocoa not because he wanted it. It's the only
because I need the nutrients. Yeah,
it's the only thing he's had to drink today. He can't even afford water.
You know what? This should become a chili podcast. This should become a Barney's Beanery sponsored chili podcast.
We'll take it. We'll take that sponsorship.
Hell yes,
yeah, exactly.
We will.
Comedians are kept alive 1 cup of chili at a time.
There we go. Make it the new Liquid Zoo up in here.
There's a Barney's Beanery right next to my house, and a lot of the Hollywood
the OG
dudes,
yeah,
and a lot of the Hollywood Spider-Men come down there and have a drink.
They're all Spider-Men.
All the Hollywood Boulevard, the fucking Jack Sparrows and what have you.
And does Hansy Pikachu show up there?
I'm sure.
You know the one.
His hair's all matted down because he's been sweating in that thing, but he's having a fucking.
Do you get to see him suits on? I mean, because there's mangy Chewbacca,
Sunbleach Hulk. Used to be green, now he's brown.
Fanny pack Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
With the hair coming out of the side. Yeah, he's insane.
Definitely see his dick. And
that's really a problem amongst all the Spider-Men. They're my problem every day.
The penis cleavage has got to stop amongst the Spider-Men.
And we discuss this. It all started with Tobey Maguire and his penis cleavage.
One time I saw Wolverine at Barney's Beanery, and he was sitting there, and he was like, some guy was talking to him. He's like, "Guess who I am?" And he immediately was like, "Wolverine." And he was so deflated because he was gonna like vamp for a minute, and he was
took a long fucking pull of whiskey.
Claws.
He had the Jackman burns. The Jack burns.
I know exactly the one you're talking about because he looks almost a little like somebody had been like, you look a little bit like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and he was like, you know what? Fuck this job at Bank of America.
Also, that's such a sad thing to be like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? I sort of look like a guy, so I stand out on the sidewalk and take pictures for $5 a pop.
When I worked at the grilled cheese sandwich place, the Willy Wonka used to come in.
Oh wow!
And he was the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, and like if I was taking your order, I'd be like, okay, it's going to be 502 or whatever. Can I get your first and last initials? But anyway, Willy Wonka came up, and I was just like. Might you direct me to your dilly dumpster?
Yeah.
I was like, can I get your first and last name? And he just looked right at me and goes, why WW, of course. And it's like, I don't know what my edge is, but that was as close as I've ever been to it.
Yeah. Were you about to break?
I don't know what happens on the other side, but
yeah. Just about to start screaming, you're what's wrong with the world.
Yeah.
The funniest thing, I'm just assume everybody, we're all close enough to Rivers to have seen Rivers express dislike for something or anger, is the sweetest act of aggression I've ever seen in my life.
It's very calm, and in that way, it's unsettling. But it's like seething, but it's all in the eyes.
This was us at Midget Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah,
really?
About the announcer.
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Rivers, we talked about it on the show.
Exterior chill, eyes vibrating with rage.
Okay, we talked about it on the show. Rivers did not say one thing about the show. He only talked about the announcer.
How bad the announcer was.
I had to be like, Rivers and the wrestlers. And Rivers was like, no, you don't understand.
He sees a bad job being done. He sees where something could be corrected.
That's what happens. I mean, how many of us have left a comedy show and been like, that was the worst host?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bad hosting
like
of anything is
it's brutal.
Really bring down the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I want to just see this on Instagram now. I don't want to be here live to catch the 15 minutes in between of every act of this person.
Why did you do this to me? Yeah,
trying to make this their show.
Exactly. My favorite to do, this is the shittiest thing you'll ever hear me do. But if somebody is, because I never want to, I want people to improve their hosting, not just be. But I will say,
I don't. I want to be shitty as fuck. So when I go up and suck, I look great.
I'll go. That's true. I'll say this.
I want all the worst comics to come do shows.
Give it up for your host. He tried.
We could live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers, watch the world die. We could live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers, watch the world die. Yeah, watch the world die. Yeah, watch the world die.
Well, let's bring this up a little bit. Here we've got our ungodly concoction for the day.
I'm so excited.
So this one, I think I got at the vitamin shop back in November.
Oh, this is going to give me heart palpitations.
So yeah, this is
a good flavor though.
This is Fit Aid Hawaiian nectar flavor. So
and it shows, what do we have here? A guava, a passion fruit?
Yeah, I think it's a passion fruit.
And a mango.
A guava, and perhaps, I think it's an orange, actually.
Not
it's like
a single pineapple.
Curious.
Well, this is nectar. I guess pineapple doesn't have nectar or something.
This better just taste like
But it does grow on
punch.
trees.
This is from the Life Aid Beverage Company. So its umbrella company makes all kinds of stuff. Their founders, it was founded in Santa Cruz, where all horrifying things come from. I don't know.
I was going to say, isn't that where they make Soylent?
Yes, and
disgusting.
And vampires, if you've seen The Lost
Fit
Boys.
Aid is people. It's people.
Their founders, a couple guys named Orion Mellahan.
Orion
Mellahan, like the constellation.
Orion energy drink.
Energy drink man.
And Aaron Hines, they've met at a gym in Santa Cruz in 2009. Mellahan.
What's up, bro? Drinks?
You know I do, bro.
How much pre-workout? Could you spit pre-workout in my mouth, bro?
It's coursing through my veins. I would be so honored.
Oh my god.
Patooey.
Oh, thank you. This is very heterosexual. Yum, 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 yum.
But yeah, Mellahan was a certified financial planner, and Hines was a chiropractor. So two criminals.
That is criminals.
Gotcha.
Criminals.
The friendship quickly struck between them, later evolving into a business partnership. The brand was founded in 2011, and I am kind of obsessed with their highly specific line of drinks because they have a bunch of flavors of Fit Aid. That is their energy line, but they have other stuff, and they call them all synergy drinks, which makes me want to fight somebody.
Oh, they have mushrooms in them, huh?
No. It's just so, like, for instance, there's Immunity Aid, which is basically like drinking an emergency worth of vitamin C. There's Focus Aid.
That's for people who don't want to get Adderall.
Yeah.
That's for gamers.
That's for gamers. We've got Dream Aid, which is for sleeping.
For dreamers.
And then the last two are it's for people who want to, found their own company.
People want to see their name in bright lights someday.
Hey bro, I like to dream real hard. Do you like to dream real hard?
Bro, it's funny you bring that up because I have had this idea for astronaut puppets.
Can you spit that into my mouth, please? Oh, thank you.
The last two are my favorites. They've got Golfer Aid, which
Disgusting.
is specifically to help your golf game. I'm like, how the fuck do you biologically help your golf game?
It shrinks your penis because it gets in the way of your swing.
It just makes your wife never fuck you again.
This is like what happened. They drank a test one and then went and played golf, and the guy was like, I've never played golf better in my life.
Yeah.
It's like,
Are we killing it or what?
When you meet a comic and they're like 2.5 Jaeger bombs. That's before my set.
Disgusting.
I need 2.5 and I fucking kill. I swear to God.
I used to be like that. I was like 2 beers.
Go to
2 beers.
therapy, Dan.
They have some amount of substance they have to ingest.
It's weird how that number goes up as you get on. It's like, now I need 4 beers. Now I need 7 beers before I do 3 minutes.
This cruise ship isn't gonna chuckle itself.
My favorite, they've got the Golfer Aid, but then the last one here is called Party Aid, which contains milk thistle, so you can bang skag or honk flake and then be cool to drive the school bus the next day.
Bang skag or honk flake. Jesus Christ!
Say that. Doesn't say
No,
that.
I wrote that. I literally I thought of the joke about driving the school bus the next day, and then I had to go to the DEA website to look up slang terms for doing heroin and coke, and they said bang, skag, and honk flake.
You are on a list, my
Skag
friend.
is such a funny term. It's such an underused term for heroin. That's so funny.
So
Skag.
sexual.
It sounds so much better to just say shoot heroin than to say bang skag.
Hey, you want to bang skag? That's how it feels like.
You want to have flake then, do you?
You want to honk flake?
I feel like honk flake is more of a.
It's a bumper sticker.
That sounds like an Oklahoma congressman.
Yeah. Hey, you want to honk flake?
That's honk flake he's interrogating the founder of TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Flake.
Oh no, honk flake is for sure being like all the books need to be banned except the Bible.
You're one Y from being honky flake.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Amazing.
My real name is T. James Buchanan VII, but they call me Honk Flake.
And,
Honkin' Flake, dude.
big time when Austin in general and the country was having a big opiate epidemic. One time, me and my friend went to the grocery store where they sell stamps at the cash register. Me and my friend walk up and I go, "Hey, I need some stamps." And the dude just looks real freaked out. He goes, "We don't sell that here." And I was like, "What? You don't sell stamps?" And he goes, "Oh, I thought you said skag."
Skag.
So he immediately gave himself up that he knew what you were talking about.
Exactly. Then he was a fucking-
And he does probably sell it, but not
no,
at work.
He's just, and then I looked at him and I was like, "Oh, this dude's a heroin addict."
Did you guys
he has
like-
that look.
Yeah, no, you sounds like a recovering heroin addict because
I don't think so.
He's so sketched out. He's like, no, we don't.
We don't
Why
sell
are you asking
skag?
me
Why?
that?
Why would you say that?
He thought young Samuel was an undercover cop.
Are you? Are you a cop?
Well, it was me and my friend, and we walked out of the store, and we were like, "That guy definitely does heroin, right?" Yeah,
Bruh.
for sure.
And you're like,
Bruh.
he's like, you're an undercover cop. This is entrapment. You can't Catherine Zeta-Jones me right now, okay?
Yeah, what if I was trying to? What if I thought he thought I was like a secret shopper, and I was testing him? Hey, man, you sell skag here?
Secret shopper for drugs.
So, noticed, couldn't help but notice that you guys maybe would be honking flake somewhere in this restaurant.
By the way, the two founders, in case you were wondering, they are both, in addition to being owners of this energy drink company, obviously DJs. This is Aaron Hines' SoundCloud. This is called Church Set, not Wave. So I guess he was playing this at a church of some kind. Every song sounds like this, by the way. Both of them. Somehow, independently, they created the exact same genre of music.
Pleasant for a second, and then it made everyone make the same face collectively, which is like, a little bit like there's something wrong.
Well, it just this sounds like
it's so monotonous. Like, is it going to change? Or
it just sounds like it's going to be a really boring DJ mix because he didn't even produce any of this stuff.
It's
these people just put these songs together in this order, and they hit the little filter button on it.
The core of the music, that's very annoying.
Yeah, it's the background. There's the
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, there was a little like Daft Punk in there, a little work it.
Oh
you
my
heard
God.
it. Yeah.
Oh my God. A real human man I know got in a fight with his now girlfriend because she was telling him a story of her day just before the beat dropped on a song, and we will not stop clowning on him about it.
Oh my God.
It's the funniest thing. I'm just like, so you got in a real honest to God fight with a human woman that you have access to her holes. And
no, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Women need to chill out sometimes. let a man relax.
Oh my God,
let a man just enjoy something. Let a man just enjoy something.
I'm going to tell you, this is the unhinged confidence of a single man in 2024. It is.
For the love of God, honey, I'm just trying to listen to the beat drop.
Exactly.
Is the new. I've had a hard day at work.
I'm just trying to listen to the beat drop.
Just trying to listen to CNC Music Factory.
No one works anymore, so now it's just.
It's
just let me listen to CNC Music Factory naked in this room alone.
Sometimes you love a part of a song so much,
you gotta hear.
And then your girlfriend comes in and she's like, "Hey, something happened at work today."
Hey, my mom died, and you're like, "I'm trying to listen to the beat drop."
Apparently, he was like, "Babe. It's really important for me to like hear the beat drop on the song." And just a bunch of people. This is all 12-step people. Just started running around in a circle, yelling at him, like, "What are you talking about?"
You can just rewind it.
Let that man live his truth.
You
That's what I
think that woman for being in your presence? You're 5'5". Anyway,
honey, I have to bangarang because I can't bang skag anymore. All right, I have to listen to Skrillex.
I can't toot squaff or whatever.
I can't squonk Jefferson airplanes anymore.
I can't squeeb florn. I can't. So I have to listen to the beat drop, and I can't hear about your day about how we're getting evicted.
Dude, squab! Oh my God! Listeners, I'm gonna need. Oh, thank you.
I just opened it.
This is one thing.
Oh my God! It's actually
sexy.
A very tropical color.
Ooh, it looks tropical. It looks like trucker pee.
Looks like
I'm not gonna lie.
Pineapple soda.
Oh, it's healthier
color.
than that.
It does look like
it does look like tinkle.
After you drink or take a B12 vitamin, and it comes out all fluorescent.
And frothy.
So excited.
Yeah. All right.
Are we gonna cheers?
Cheers, yeah.
It smells bad.
It smells very bad.
Well,
All
another
right.
thing about this energy drink, it only has 40 milligrams of caffeine in the entire thing.
What?
There's no natural unnatural sweetener.
Yeah.
It's all it's guava syrup or something.
You know what? It smells like a crushed up vitamin at the bottom of your purse, but I actually like the taste.
Well, if you look at their quote unquote,
it's kind of got like that. What's the tea thing? You put the God damn it.
There is tea in it.
But like in water, you put like the little
liquid IV
matcha.
You guys are close.
Crystal
Light. That's it. Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Totally brain farted. Yeah.
You want to honk some crystal?
Might have to squoosh some.
You want to squish some light, babe?
Yeah, squoosh some tea learn. That's too many syllables. It needs to be one syllable.
Why am I the funniest on this podcast? Why can't I do this on stage?
Oh boy, this is
we're silly.
Yeah,
we're in Rivers' room.
I'm not a big fan of this. I got to be honest. I was really hyped for this, and
do you want me to finish it for
it's
you?
like many natural energy drinks where they think that because there's a bunch of fucking powders in it, that people are going to be like, "Oh, I want to drink it for the powders." No one drinks energy drink for the powders.
It needs one less powder, definitely. But I like the flavor because it's not too overpowering. Like I find most rock stars and monsters to be the most disgusting things I've ever put in my mouth. Yeah. I will drink a lot of Red Bulls. I like Red Bulls, but I don't like Diet Red Bull.
Yeah,
I like
gotta
a
go full-bodied.
Celsius has now become the Tab Cola of our
yeah.
generation.
Oh,
People love
100%.
it. Yeah.
They're putting it in big cans now. I was like, girls, we are not.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go, girls. I was like, that is too big.
Can we get Shania on board for a tie-in? I mean, is she down to put some Celsius?
It should be that, but just her punching through walls like the Kool-Aid man. Because it gives you the strength to deal with audacity all day. Just be like,
with audacity.
yeah, exactly. Now I'm hire me, Celsius. I have just come up with an entire campaign for you.
I'm
Love
giving
it.
that one. I don't like it. 1 star out of 5.
What's the start?
I'll
Oh,
give
out
it
of 5?
2.
Giving it 2.
Yeah, it's not great, but I don't. We've had way worse ones.
No,
than
that's true.
this.
But man, the smell combined with the overwhelming
Don't smell it.
The
it does. It
Smell-
smells way worse than it
Oh.
tastes.
the smell combined with the overwhelming mediocrity of the taste is like, that's
Don't, for the love of God, smell that.
No.
If
I-
you smell it, it will ruin everything.
I think honestly it does affect a lot of stuff with this because we pour it into cups. Like people
Right.
are not meant to actually smell the contents of this.
No. I mean,
Do not smell what's inside.
don't-
the
don't get a little air
It does
on it.
say that
Yeah.
on the can.
It says don't smell it.
yeah, don't. For God's sake, it says for God's sakes, don't smell it.
yeah.
It has a picture of Ludo from the Labyrinth. Smells bad.
From the ratio of calories to caffeine, this is not healthy. 40 calories, 40 caffeine.
40 calories of what? It
40
tastes like
caffeine.
shit.
I do
I
like
like
that. I do like it, the 40 calories because not as much guilt, I suppose.
It's organic agave.
Yeah,
my
you can
big-
get 250 calories in your average, like full-fledged rock star.
I'll say
Like,
my
that's more
my
than
big
candy
flake
bar.
to honk with this one though is the lack of Hawaiian nectar.
I know it
I don't
doesn't.
see anything Hawaiian
It
about it.
doesn't taste like that.
needs pineapple.
It needs
Has
pineapple.
anyone
It's
ever been to Hawaii?
I have not.
No, I want to go.
It doesn't taste
Oh, God, I
Hawaiian.
finished it.
I've
It
never
still
been,
stinks.
but I think everyone in this room can agree.
I
this
wanna
is
go.
Not Hawaiian.
I want to go to Hawaii with Rivers for the first time, where he out tour guides every tour guide he comes into
Right.
contact with, like knowing more about every single inch of the island than they've
And
ever
the whole time,
thought to know.
the whole time he just talks about how the tour guides are bad instead of appreciating the beauty of
Oh
Hawaii.
no! I love all tour guides.
But
I
you
get it.
do love a fine tour guide. Like when you experience a good tour.
Shout out to
a good tour.
Portland Undergrounds.
I haven't been yet. I wanna
First of
go.
all, it was like $25, and I gladly tipped 100%. I was like, "This shit fucking owns." I gave the guy 50. They leaned really heavily into the 19th century and talked about Bunko Kelly and people getting shanghaied
Bunko,
and
of
shit
course.
like that. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Bunko's
yeah.
an old timey expression for bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bunko?
Yeah.
We need to start. I gotta
Yeah,
bring that
yeah.
up.
So is humbug.
Yeah.
humbug, I've heard of humbug.
Like when
Humbug.
Ebenezer Scrooge says "bah
Right.
humbug," that's literally an old man
I'm
going,
used-
"Oh bullshit."
I'm going to
Oh,
load those in the
bullshit.
arsenal. I love outdated phrases.
Yeah, Bunko's
too.
Bunko,
Skag.
foobar, yeah, skag, bumping skag or whatever.
Honkin'
Christ.
Yeah, honking on Bobo. Just like that Aerosmith fucking album.
Aerosmith blues album from 2004.
Oh, we know what they're talking about. We know what it is to honk on some Bobo.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Whoa.
Fucking.
Honking on Bobo is the only way you can describe the way Steven Tyler looks right now. Have you seen him? He looks like a deflated. He looks like one of them punchy
looked-
clowns, but with no hair.
He's looked bad since I've been aware of his existence, which is around the year 1998, I think. So
Yeah.
he's looked bad for the past 25 plus years.
He's leaning into Silver Ferret. I've seen him.
Shut up! God damn it! Give this man a Netflix special. Jesus,
Hooray.
Silver Flare. Shut up! Damn.
Oh Jesus! I agree. I'm with you though. It's like anything that you pursue, if you want to be the best at it, you got to be a fan of, and that
Yeah.
means
Yeah,
going
absolutely.
and taking tours at other places.
I
Not
got
just being
to.
like, I do this thing and I hate it. And
Oh,
whatever.
I
you know?
Yeah.
did a ghost tour of Dublin when I was there,
Sick.
and it was like not quite raining, but like misty rain, and the dude's talking about the Hellfire Club and all
Hellfire
that stuff,
Club.
which is the big secret society that all the prominent Irish people were in. Where
Oh,
they,
is that their skull and bones?
It's yeah. It's their skull and bones.
Bono.
But, yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Saoirse Ronan, all the big Irish people.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Oh, it's such an Irish. I can't do it.
Hey, that was
Take.
you were there.
I was
You
almost
don't know,
there.
Sarah. Just around the corner there.
It's just a little around the corner, I guess.
Little up the road, round the corner. There you go.
Okay.
Philander. Right there.
I've been to Zoom meetings, Zoom 12-step meetings. There's a bunch of them out of Scotland.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And a bunch of them out of Ireland, and they managed to line up with like noons here, so you can hop onto them. And I gotta tell you, that is some gibberish I have never heard before. It does sound like that list of obscure heroin facts, like honking some schnoz or whatever. It is, and they get like the more excited and animated they get, the more unintelligible it gets for an American.
Yeah.
And they just watching, and they're all just like hella into it, like they're getting into it. Just imagine like the vigor of like a Southern Baptist preacher, but in just pure jibber jabber. Just absolute insane. I'm just like, man, this colonizer speak is
Hey, Irish are the only Europeans
that's
that
true.
weren't
They were not
colonizers.
colonizers.
the only thing we're
victims.
colonizing is our fucking livers.
Yeah. And that's not even us. That's just Jameson.
Pickling them. Me and Carly went to this party, and it was like kind of winding down, and this old drunk lady comes and sits down with the rest of the group, and she's like, "Does anybody know where I'm from?" And then
Shut up, ma'am.
it's the same thing as the Wolverine situation. Everyone's like, Scotland. And she was just crestfallen. She's like, yes. Like she was just wanting it to be a conversation topic so bad.
I have a story that I wanted to share out of Motherboard magazine. This is Maxwell Strachan. So this is about the enhanced games. I don't know if anybody's heard of this.
I
The
don't like
the new
it.
Apple thing.
You mean like the movie Strange Days from 1999?
So the so-called enhanced games have been at the center of a firestorm of media coverage in the last few days after announcing that it had closed a multi-million-dollar deal seed round that included funding by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel
Fuck that guy.
and other venture capitalists.
I hope his nipples are replaced by live bees.
No, then he'll just sting people all the time.
They don't just have two dead bees hanging off his chest for a while.
Well, that's how shitty Elon Musk is, because when you read his story, you're like, wow, when Peter Thiel is the guy I'm rooting for in your story, you suck.
That is really bad.
What are the enhanced games?
So the for-profit organization is the brainchild of its president, Aaron D'Souza, best known for his role in the Thiel-backed lawsuit that brought down Gawker Media. The Enhanced Games bills itself as a quote-unquote modern reinvention of the Olympic Games that embraces performance-enhancing drugs and what it calls, quote-unquote, scientific
A
progress.
steroid event?
Steroid
Olympics.
Like,
Do they have a smallest nut category?
so I swear to God, these assholes saw that.
what most widespread rampage?
Biggest labia?
Worst Mursui.
Most family members killed.
Yeah, I was going to say worst
Jesus
Mursui
Christ.
committed. Yeah.
Most wives beaten.
Jesus.
No, this, I swear to God, these guys, like, they watched that Bill Burr Conan clip from like 12 years ago where he's just like, why don't we just have
Our
our
juiced up guy be your juiced up guy.
Yes, and they were like,
Yeah.
this is a viable business option. And now a bunch of millionaires, instead of, paying taxes and building homeless shelters down in Santa Monica, instead are like, what if we have a bunch of roided up guys fighting?
You know what? Title IX demands that there also needs to be women's divisions, but also that those women's divisions are based around plastic surgery. Because I was going to yell for a second about how the men are wrong, and then I realized fake butts are real.
Oh,
I've seen
yes.
fake butts. There needs to be a fake butt tossing contest, or like a fake, but like a
Twerking competition.
A twerking competition.
Is what you're suggesting. It
Yes.
sounds like.
And I know just the guy to be the judge.
To throw it back.
The same part.
Yeah,
I love
humans are unhinged when it comes to enhancing themselves.
If you were doing a steroid Olympics, a twerking contest sideshow wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, well, this whole thing is a fucking sideshow.
I
It's
know
what
why
it
not?
is.
Yeah, make it
I mean,
crazy.
this is what
Yeah.
people want. It's not that Bill Burr.
Stiffest-
People have been demanding this for decades.
the stiffest fillers contest.
Since the second they started testing for steroids.
I would say get
people
Mark
are like,
McGuire and Sammy
yeah.
Sosa to like be color commentators.
Hilarious.
You
You've
know?
seen Sammy Sosa. He can't be a color commentator anymore.
It's true.
Hey.
Turned him Turned him white. This is Aaron D'Souza. Quote, in the era of accelerating technological and scientific change, the world needs a sporting event that embraces the future. It's time for the sports world to seriously reconsider its stance on performance enhancement. After all, it's your body, and it should be your choice. The organization states on its website. Oh, this is going to get...
Wait a minute.
Yeah, this is going to get bad.
How many of them are pro-abortion?
None of them. This is going to get bad.
Fuck them to death.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
You can't listen. You can't use my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Unless
they're gonna.
When you start your own steroid sports organization, you can. In this situation,
let me just tell you,
it's okay.
I'm so mad.
As far as the political to steroid freak show comparison, that's the least bad it is what I've just said. It's going to get worse.
Fight a bear.
So the organization's goals also include pushing back against what it calls the anti-science dogma and oppression that it believes proliferates through the sporting world.
Question. Are they also pro-vaccine?
Oh, I mean, probably for them and not for everybody. That's socialized medicine. These are all libertarians, by the way. These are all, techno-libertarians.
I'm just gonna scooch my way out this door.
So Rivers' rage bathroom.
So, quote, it's time to see what humanity is truly capable of, they say on its site. Enhanced.
What horrors humanity is truly capable of.
Straight up. I think that's...
Open a fucking history book and then just add steroids to that.
Not even a history book. The Island of Dr. Moreau. Open that book. So Enhanced argues that since many elite athletes already use the performance-enhancing drugs in the Olympics, legalizing the practice would allow it to create a more level playing field and a safer event. Quote, sports can be safer without drug testing, they say on their website.
No.
Yeah, it is. So... You were right, Sam.
Especially the head rip-off competition.
Yeah. So you were. Fuck you! You are on paper correct, but the idea is that if this is like an Olympic thing where there are people competing from all the different countries, the most economically advantaged athletes are going to have a leg up. So the only way to make it fair is to let everybody have to take the exact same combination of drugs. But because these are libertarian shitheads and they don't think about downstream consequences of their stupid ideas,
right?
Which is like, oh, so what you're going to end up with is like the most jacked up dudes forever from the Western world, and then everybody else is going to have to win it.
And third world
legit.
Country candidates drinking the urine of the most jacked up dudes. It's actual trickle down economics.
You don't understand that the Americans go to these other countries to get the steroids.
Sure, but
they go on the tour from like Mexico to Thailand to fucking Russia. Like all these, everyone has access to this shit.
But they're not giving
everyone.
them to the local people because
you
have to make more money. So that's the thing, is like, that's a first world. Oh man, she's about to get economic. But that's the thing, is like, you can be surrounded by like sugar, for example, but if sugar is your main export and you get rid of all your sugar,
but in Thailand it's not their main export. Sugar. It's just the Muay Thai and MMA guys at the gym just have fucking steroids, and that's where all the pros train, and they just take steroids.
Jesus
Thailand's. I'm going to be honest. Thailand's not famous for their steroids. They just exist.
They're not
there.
great at steroids.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's their main export to the point where children can't get on steroids.
That's actually a plot point in the Expanse TV and book series. Is you can't. Anyway, you're supposed to take drugs to keep your bones from growing all weird in space, and if you're not rich enough, you'll just have weird squid bones.
What if I want that?
Here's the real fucked up paragraph. Throughout the website, Enhanced employs the political language of inclusion in an attempt to reframe steroid users as an oppressed class.
Oh, fuck
saying that it takes inspiration from the brave fight of the LGBT movement.
Why?
And going so far as to call itself, quote, the most inclusive sports league in history, as it welcomes people regardless of who they are, natural, adaptive, or enhanced.
Bionic.
The site also has a tab that offers tips on how to come out as enhanced.
Fuck! I'm so mad.
So
they've taken words used for the rights of LGBTQ people and women and people of color and been like, we're an inclusive environment for steroided up rich idiots. Okay.
Y'all
I gotta say, so I recently watched the Behind the Music of Ricky Martin, and this reminds me of it.
Okay.
Because he had a lot of trouble.
She bangs.
She bangs Skronk into their neck and then becomes bionic and rips someone's head off. So I really was earlier today watching the behind the music of Ricky Martin.
Was he on roids?
No, but he had a wrong. He had a long protracted coming out thing. Where
sure, yeah.
You know, and so that's kind of the whole arc of that behind the music. Same thing with someone who's like been fighting in a mud pit and has barbed wire around their knuckles and stuff, and they look like they're in Mortal Kombat. They have the same problem being like, I am a killing machine, and I'm tired of apologizing for it.
Mom, Dad,
I am not cuddling.
I am a killing machine.
I am a killing machine. I was born to kill.
Mom, Dad, I'm a tough mudder.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. This is a major plot point of something I watched last night, which still holds up. Major Pain.
Oh,
wow.
Fucking
You
God.
watched Major Pain
yeah.
last
What
night.
you looking at,
What a
ass?
pull.
man.
Yeah, and because I just thought of it the other day, and I forgot the main plot point of Major Pain is he is a literal killing machine.
Yeah.
He gets kicked out of the army because he has killed all the enemies.
They're all gone now.
Yeah,
What a star power, like what a star vehicle thing where it's like, so why is he out of the army again? He killed all the enemies.
Everyone.
Oh,
Everyone.
okay.
Lamort.
This is another quote from D'Souza. Quote, I think enhanced athletes today are very much like being gay 50 years ago.
Oh my God.
So
Fuck me.
D'Souza, by the way, who is openly gay, so it's totally chill for him to say something crazy. He says, quote, it's conducted in secret. It's something you have to hide. You're always fearing the police and the authorities, but it's underground and it's kind of fun. He's talking about steroids.
He's talking about gay
kind of
sex.
Man.
I just punched a hole in the wall. This is kind of fun.
Kind of fun.
Ooh, I feel so powerful.
Consumed by power, overwhelming power.
Oh my God.
I'm sure it's better than a cup of coffee, you know. Wake up
Or a cup
every day,
of
put a
Fit-Aid.
fucking syringe in your ass, get
I mean,
your fucking day going.
You know, if you've been sick and they give you the steroid shot, you do feel fucking incredible. But
Look,
you know.
the
All right,
term
listen.
Herculean has long been a slur. And we need to debunk it.
Well, gentlemen, if you are interested in any of my hormone replacement patches, you can Venmo me $500 and you can have some of my hormone replacement patches.
The organization at various points says that it is, quote, protecting our athletes' right to bodily autonomy, and the term doping is a colonialist slur that reeks of symbolic and historic violence
This is
against.
audacity. Are these men? If you didn't tell me that man was gay, I'd be like, hold on, I gotta text some people I've dated off of apps because this is the audacity they show up to dates with.
He says it's the term doping is symbolic of historic violence against both the black and enhanced populations of the world.
What? You know what? We should let one Black Lives Matter chapter head actually step on their penis.
Well, that's the worst part is that these are all, good San Francisco liberals on paper.
Fuck
You know what I
them.
mean? Yeah, they're the worst.
Fuck. Oh, God.
Except for Teal, of course.
That is,
yeah.
So if you've been listening to this and you're
No, I
like,
agree
what
with
is...
them.
What's the nexus
Because
of...
I used to be so jacked in high school, people were like, he's a roider, and it would make me feel bad.
and that's why
jacked.
you've developed this
Yeah.
Dr. Zoidberg physique now.
Yeah.
I see.
And I still have really big muscles under all of this.
Under-
Yeah. I had to hide it. you know?
Yeah, number
I
one
was
muscle.
called
I
a
can
roider.
actually-
Discriminated
I was
against.
called a roider.
Yeah.
Do you need to stretch your triceps after all that flexing? Or are you going to be okay?
No.
No. Okay.
You need to stretch your triceps after that. Because
oh.
you're so impressed.
That's where the impressed feelings live. You're correct.
It's like the good Dr. Schwarzenegger once said. Is it wrong to be strong? Did he say that even? I don't know.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
That's what
If-
him or Mr. T or someone else.
Or Lou Ferrigno or something.
Yeah.
If you are listening to this and you've questioned what is soft boy misogyny, I would like you to know that it's the same components where it is taking the language of progressives and then you're
Therapy talk.
subverting
You're
it.
weaponizing therapy talk.
Yeah, you're weaponizing the words that are meant to make things better and more communicative, and you're turning it into a mallet for which to beat reality with.
It's weaponizing, yes, but commercializing more so. It's turning them into like trending hot button terms that like are supposed to prick up the ears of Gen X and be like, or Gen Z, Gen X.
All of them.
Exactly.
There's a word in there for every generation.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say
the silent generation's hard. You know what I mean? They don't know why.
Because you have to scream at them because most of them are dead or deaf. Wrap up!
Well, I was going to say, if you remember the halcyon days of like 2015 when the term fake news was like a thing that people were saying to their parents, like, hey, the weird shit you're posting online is fake news. And then 24 hours later, Donald Trump is on TV going, fake news. And you're like, buddy, this is going to happen every fucking time.
I don't think we should have let them have books, honestly. We should have just... the problem is they're like fucking raptors in fucking... They're getting smarter. They're intelligent.
They're testing the fences for weakness.
I mean, everyone loves a good word pull. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tooting squirrel or whatever.
Yeah.
The other, I started using detritus excessively. Like, look at this detritus. Just trash. Detritus, and it is. Me and Carly use it all the time.
Detritus and
Detritus.
That is hilarious.
Everyone loves a good word pull, and especially advertisers who want to push their Muscle Man Death Show.
Does it say what events they're doing?
Oh yeah.
Oh god, so, we haven't even gotten that far.
So the organization additionally offers alternatives to what it views as anti-steroid language, saying that people should avoid using terms like performance-enhancing drugs and instead saying performance enhancements.
What if we called it heart destroying liquids?
That is funny. It's not funnier than the next thing they have, which is instead of saying cheating, that we should use the word demonstration of science.
Suck my steroid grown lady dick from the back.
Instead of the word unnatural, we use unenhanced.
Fuck off.
And doping, as with other slurs. There is no acceptable alternative. There is no acceptable alternative.
When I honk squeeb, I am demonstrating science.
No, he's saying like doping is the D word. Like you can't say it. There is no alternative. So the organization
implies that they're dopes, guys. It's offensive.
I love that we've all just become a judge from a documentary in the 1970s where we're like, I guess. Fuck me. I guess those are words.
They would allow people, though, to say, instead of doping, they would say to avoid marginalizing members of the enhanced community.
Suck my dick from the
back. They say...
eat my ass from the front.
Oh, no.
That's pinning them ankles way back behind those ears.
My ass from the... Oh, Lord.
Jail buffet. All you can eat.
I'm going to do this.
Yum.
Just do it till I call you Linda.
This fit aid got me gone, man.
The organization argues with, again, some good reason that pro-steroid ideas are far from fringe, noting that one online survey found 3/4 of regular male gym goers have considered taking steroids at one point, and that stimulants and supplements, including caffeine, creatine, or amphetamine, are widely used to increase mental and physical alertness. So they're coming at us right now. They're saying that because we get...
Yeah, we need to get out of the fucking dark ages. And start injecting this stuff into our balls.
Yeah, well, they're saying like we take a lot of caffeine to get funnier. Why can't they do a bunch of steroids to win races?
I don't do it to get funnier. I do it to not close my car keys into my car every day. I have raging ADHD. I think if you gave me any of these steroids, I would just take a little nap. And just me and my penis and go to sleep.
The little pee holes going.
There's a little feather going up and down.
It's got a cap on.
It's got the nightcap.
For a long
it's got a little candle burning on the nightstand.
And the ghost of Christmas past visits.
By the way, gentlemen, if you're going to send a dick pic in this economy, I'm going to need you to put a tiny cap on.
Look at him.
Not opposed. I just want some production value.
'Tis the season.
So Enhance rewrites the history of performance-enhancing drugs on its website as a positive one, depicting enhanced techniques going back centuries. The organization notes with admiration, for example, that the ancient Greeks and Roman gladiators used performance enhancers. Y'all thought we hit the bottom of this with the LGBT thing. Oh, it's about to get worse because he's giving historical examples. And then he says that steroids restored, quote, the health of the survivors of Nazi concentration camps.
Oh, wow.
That's
Okay,
good.
this
That's
is
great.
where we have to talk about the difference between anabolic steroids and medicinal steroids.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what he's saying, is he either doesn't understand or is consciously ignoring the difference of like...
That's the classic, like, Lincoln was a Republican.
Yes, 100%. Where it's like...
Technically, he used that word.
Yeah.
I will say I do. Okay, have you ever had a round of steroids because you had a cold?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You feel awesome.
I feel like the funniest bitch on planet Earth every time I've had to be in a course of steroids. I'm just like going up and I'm like, you put me on a round of steroids, I'm gonna go up and be like, I'm the most confident I've ever been.
I get
I'm
so
gonna
much
punch
shit
this
done.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. So now this guy's like, oh, well, you didn't take the steroids away from people who survived the Holocaust. You wouldn't take them away from our athletes. And you're like,
weren't
not the same
trying
thing.
to live.
Well,
They
joke's
were
on
trying
you.
to
I'm an
hold-
anti-hate steroids.
They were just trying to hold down rice, my brothers in Christ. Like, what are you doing?
The dark period, according to the website, began in 1967 when the International Olympic Committee began stifling scientific innovation by banning performance-enhancing drugs. Nevertheless, the brave athletes continued on incorporating scientific advancement, i.e. taking steroids and
In a back
breaking world
alley.
records.
Go back to biohacking, you losers.
The first VC-backed global athletic competition takes its economic ideology, if perhaps not its ideology on identity politics, from the people that fund it. The slogan is "Embrace Capitalism." The organization says on its website.
They're going to have these games in those spheres, aren't they?
It's going to be in the
Tiny
Santa Monica spheres. Yeah. So on the website, it describes nonprofit sports federations as kleptocracies. So again, this is it's got all of like the annoyance of talking to a fucking Mises Institute libertarian with like just the dread of.
Yeah, there's no talking him out of this.
This is
happening.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let them.
Yeah.
Let them
Get to the
put
events.
a little
I
bit
wanna know the
put a little bit of
events.
Crisco on the stairs. You know what I mean?
So one of the ways it hopes to turn a profit is by focusing on the most popular individual Olympic sports, such as swimming, gymnastics, and running, and cutting out the rest, including all team sports and ball sports, which the organization says it will allow to
These sports
focus
will
on.
involve running, punching, screaming, and more punching.
That's the
kicking.
thing.
Gonna die.
It's no soccer. It's no fucking. It's nothing that people
Basketball.
watch. It is just things that weird like venture capital
Track and
dudes.
Do you think
field.
steroids
Yeah.
would help you with a yelling contest?
I mean, it helps you. It helps you when you got a real bad like strep throat. So perhaps
you were talking about the current Olympic karate competition. Have you seen those bitches?
No.
Amongst our karate group chats, there is just anytime the Olympics happens, because I think karate made it in this year. It was like Taekwondo was the only one for a while, and now karate is in. And it is just 7-minute videos of people going, just blood sports style into the ether. It's so even we know it's stupid. We're like, man, they shouldn't have let us in. We're too Cobra Kai for Cobra Kai.
So
Love it.
So they're getting rid of all the sports that people like to focus on, quote, speed, strength, and endurance. And they would eliminate wasteful infrastructure spending. Enhanced additionally plans to bring in popular non-Olympic sports, including mixed martial arts, and will emphasize strength and combat
just
sports.
say it. You just want to see your old retired MMA greats just chock full of steroids, break each other's bones off.
They already do that. Anytime those guys return for a fight, they pop positive. You want to know what? Speaking of MMA fighters, yesterday John Jones and his wife walked into the open mic at the Hollywood Comedy.
I'm sorry, what? What?
The UFC heavyweight champion John Jones and his wife walked into the Hollywood Comedy to see, I don't even know. Were they just trying to get out of the rain? Like, what the how the fuck did they
Why
end
are you
up
here?
in the Hollywood comedy?
I will say, the past 3
lost
days,
a
the Hollywood
fucking
comedy
bet.
mic in this torrential downpour rain had to be a sordid affair.
Oh my God.
Just a lot of wet people
Yeah.
that could be living in a sphere right now.
Speaking of guys who get popped for steroids, John Jones.
Yeah.
Let me just say something just out loud. If you're thinking of starting to do stand up and you try it and you don't absolutely love it, quit. Here's why. There are cheaper and easier ways to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Like honkin' bird.
Banging
or
squonk.
whatever. Squonk. To becoming an MMA
teaming
fighter.
squib, yeah.
Yeah. You already have a head injury and money. Go home.
Last quote from D'Souza here. Quote, "We think that this is a very important social movement where we can literally end the oppression of science and sports and unlock human potential on a whole new level. In certain corners of the site,
It's really exciting.
enhanced ambitions to spearhead a broader political movement become clear. The organization regularly asks for help editing Wikipedia to, quote, remove anti-science hate." So they're literally the guys who just keep adding Lance Armstrong back to the Tour de France Wikipedia, I guess.
Or Chris Benoit.
Yeah. So D'Souza's team is made up of political advisors from former Olympic athletes, the chief revenue officer of Tough Mudder, Wall Street investment bankers,
Jesus Christ.
biopharma executive, and one artist specializing in abstract and neo-expressionism. Amongst the medical advisors is George Church, a geneticist and professor at both Harvard and MIT, who recently founded a startup hoping to resurrect the woolly mammoth.
Did I tell you I have a recurring dream about being in a lab similar to Jurassic Park, being in a lab where people are recreating woolly mammoths that are about the size of Shih Tzus. And they're lining them up
That's adorable.
in an organized ass out alignment on a shelf. And I've had this dream multiple times of just like, yeah, we've created these woolly mammoths and this is where we stock them. And it's just a bunch of cute, tiny, live, pygmy woolly mammoths just with little corgi butts just facing a room.
And then they break
someone
loose.
That's
and then they break
fantastic.
loose and shish kebab all these people.
I would hope.
It's the cutest stampede ever.
Yeah.
It's the cutest. Yeah.
See, I was gonna,
Mammoth DNA.
yeah, I was going to say that list that I just gave is, the dream blunt rotation for the next submarine to the Titanic. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I loved that. That's literally the last of the article is like, just to give you an idea of how stupid all these people are. It's like, oh, and one of these guys, he's bringing back the
we
mammoth.
don't have enough money for healthcare or
No.
housing or mental health.
Everything's perfect, and now let's just make it more perfect.
America.
Absolutely.
Emoliate yourself, please.
So anyway, I'm excited about the doping Olympics.
Christ.
Oh wait, I said the
We
D
just
word.
yelled about that for a solid hour. That's how fucking stupid that is. I'm guys.
Keep in
I'm
mind.
sorry we
keep
didn't
in
all-
mind. We would all watch. We would all at least watch a couple of
100%.
minutes.
You know
100%.
what? I don't. There's certain things I don't watch because on principle. You know.
Would
what I mean?
you not even click on a video on like social media? Like that level
It's
of avoidance.
if the caption was the two most
you would
jacked
watch
people
it.
on
You
earth.
would- everyone would watch it.
Okay.
They are
If-
right about that.
I would only watch it if something went horribly wrong and it was in the news.
I want to see. I want to.
Then I gotta check it out.
Is it a snuff film? Then yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more boring if it was just regular.
I did-
They're like a couple seconds faster.
If they're like,
okay.
man's head exploded in the middle of 100-yard dash, like, yes, I'm going to watch that video.
I do when we do leg conditioning and karate. Every once in a while, somebody will be like, "Why do we do this?" Because it hurts and it sucks and it's not fun. And I will pull up the video of Anderson Silva kicking his shin in half, and I'll be like, "That's why we do this.
This is why
So-
we do this.
We don't end up like this."
Yeah.
And then you should show him the video of that same guy, Chris Weidman, breaking his leg on someone else's leg.
Oh, Jesus.
I've
be like,
seen-
you see how strong his legs look? They're not.
They're not that strong. Yeah. It's like you've got to be able to. You got to build up to that kind of tolerance and no. Anyway, but the point is, guys, why you gotta man this hard, everyone? Why you gotta man like? Are you okay?
Well, this
We've
is-
just been.
well,
you gave us credit cards in the 70s, and you've been unhinged ever fucking since.
Well, see, I like your idea, but I want to flip it where you get the most plastic surgery women to race each other, and you get the beefiest men of all time on a reality show.
Get them on the runway.
I want Fat Olympics. I want Fat Olympics.
Real?
Oh yeah, that'd
Ooh.
be
The
That's what I
real
want.
jacked guys of Orange County.
They're like on a fashion, a fashion show, and
I
then you
want to see
get,
them yelling at each other at a smoothie bar all morning.
and then a woman running so fast her breasts are hitting her in the head. You know, that's,
You know what? Why not? Fuck it.
This is the world that our kids are going to inherit.
Oh, no.
I say, take a bite,
the,
Junior.
the boiling
I had a
seas will.
hysterectomy. It's your kids.
I was going to say,
Carter.
I think I'm going to smash my balls in a doorway on the way on the way out of this podcast here.
I'm out of this game. I'm above patriarchy now.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a squonk's tears? Well, look at mine. The people on the streets have all seen better times. Any major dude with half a heart surely will tell you, my friend. Any minor world that breaks apart falls together again. When the demon is at your door, in the morning it won't be there no more. Any major dude will tell you. Any major dude will tell you.
We have a segment on this show called Top 3, where we get our listeners to write into us on the Discord or at The Goods Pod on Twitter with top 3 lists they wish us to populate and opine upon. Got time for a couple of these, I think. First up, our friend Flash Jackson from the Discord. What's up, buddy? Wants to know top 3 off-brand sodas. You guys can arrange this however you like.
I'm ready to go. I wrote it down.
I always leave it up to, whatever you think that means, that's what it means. What I'm going with is something that is not Coke and not Pepsi.
Okay.
Not like Dr. Pepper. So one of the 3, big ones. So with that in mind, my honorable mention is Tahitian Treat. Does anybody fuck with Tahitian Treat? Tahitian Treat is just carbonated Hawaiian punch, and it's fucking awesome. It's usually found in the same spot that if you find a Cactus Cooler, I believe Cactus Cooler and Tahitian Treat are made by the same people, but that shit's awesome. Number 3 is a soda that I only ever saw once in 2004 at Winn-Dixie on College Street in Auburn. I got it, and I was never able to find it again.
Right.
I can't find it on the fucking internet even.
Okay.
But it was called Rio de los Sueños, the River of Dreams, and it was a soda from Mexico, and I just had the one flavor, which was watermelon, and it is still unbeaten as far as a watermelon flavored soda goes, because it's not the like bullshit watermelon flavor. It tasted like a fucking watermelon.
Love it.
Never able to find it again. But anyway, shout out to Mexico. Number 2, Sam's Choice Root Beer. It's my favorite root beer. It's the Walmart fucking
Walmart root
bullshit root beer. There's nothing better. And we were mildly obsessed with making disgusting cocktails in college. Like, ooh, wouldn't this be nasty? And we put some Southern Comfort in the Sam's Choice root beer. Wow, right, nice, real
Something
good.
I would do.
Yeah.
I loved a Southern Comfort. I loved a SoCo or a Wild Turkey and something of that flavor genre. Like
Sure.
Oh, you give me a Wild Turkey and Dr. Pepper. Ooh, I was drinking like a divorced dad.
And my number 1, I mentioned this to Sam over text because I was saying it's not a Pepsi product. It's made by Buffalo Rock, which is the distributor for PepsiCo out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
But they got their own shit that's just an Alabama thing, and we've talked about it. I think we've sampled it on this show before. It's Grapico, and Grapico. It doesn't.
grapes?
It doesn't taste like fucking grapes at all. It has this very specific. I mean, it tastes like the grape Jolly Rancher, but it's like.
Oh,
All right, I'll go ahead and say that's my instant number 1.
Yeah.
I forgot about Grape and
You're like
fucking A.
it's like a thing in the South. Like when you're.
I used to think
you're
it's like we're eating well.
Yeah,
If we're getting, if we're getting Grapico with it,
dude.
like,
Yeah,
fucking hell.
and like in my
Yeah.
head, it's just getting out of the swimming pool with all your friends in the summer. It's hot as hell. Somebody's got a Grapico in the fucking cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, it. And you drink it as an adult, you're like, it does have a distinct medicine-y taste. So I think it might have just been Stockholm syndrome of being there.
Sugary.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like diabetes in a can, and it's fantastic.
But I feel about Grapico the way the good people of Maine and New Hampshire feel about Moxie, where it's like, I don't think anybody else gets this, but you know, if you grow up around it. Yeah, so that's my top 3. Off-brand sodas. What you got, Anna Valenzuela?
I've got Verner's Ginger Ale, which is a Midwestern thing.
I've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
It's real good if you don't. I recommend the one in the bottle. It's real good if you got a tummy ache. It's delightful. It kind of tastes a little bit like if ginger ale and cream soda made a baby.
Oh,
it's really good.
I wanted to say shout out is on the ginger ale to Buffalo Rock. They
make another ginger ale?
Is that technically off brand or is that just a brand?
Well, it's the same exact situation as Grapico, made by the same people.
Okay.
And it is a spiced ginger ale that you legitimately cannot drink fast because it fucking it's like a
love a ginger ale.
Sinus gives your sinuses a beating.
That's exactly what I want. I want all my foods to fight me a little bit.
I'll send you some Buffalo Rock next time I'm in Alabama.
So excited, thank you. Big Red.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Tejas, right?
Yeah. And Inca Cola.
Oh shit! I forgot about Inca Cola.
Inca Cola, which is the energy drink. It was like the first. It's cream soda and taurine.
Yeah,
is what it is.
It's from
and caffeine.
Peru, right?
From Peru.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You get it at just any like a Cuban restaurant or a Ecuadorian restaurant
Peruvian spots.
Peruvian
stores
spots
all around here.
Yeah, spots all around here. It is. It's 8,000% sugar. And taurine and caffeine, and it will give you the best hour you've had before you crash.
Actually, the last time we recorded at
Inca Cola
at your place, I found sugar-free Inca Cola, and it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, actually. Yeah, I don't usually fucks with the sugar-free anything. I wish I had that Diet Coke gene that millennial kids have from their moms. I don't have that.
It tastes like shit, but it has more caffeine. That's the only reason people like it.
I don't like the
love it.
I don't like fake
aspartame.
I can taste it, and I don't care for it.
I said
maybe
it
I'm a
tastes
super
taster. No one says it tastes good. It tastes like shit.
Yeah. Just put up with it. What you got, Carter?
Number 3 is Diet Right.
Oh wow!
Holy shit! Speaking of Winn-Dixie, man.
Yeah, dude. My mom was getting
you
by
got
the case
Tab on that list too.
No,
Diet Right is what happened because Tab went away in like the mid 2000s,
and then they brought Tab back. Tab's disgusting.
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah,
so is Diet Right. But my mom would buy caseloads of the shit. Same. I would drink that and eat a box of Cheez-Its after school.
Fuck yeah,
and just deal with being a tubby young boy.
And now his guts don't work.
Now my gutty works don't work very good.
Exactly.
But Diet Right, there's a lot of great Diet Right memories I have. Diet Right dreams. The Diet Right stuff. It's fine. It's like a shittier Diet Coke. It's a thinner Diet Coke.
Diet Right de los Sueños.
To me, like something only Milo Yiannopoulos still drinks. It feels like an alt-right diet.
That's why I like it, because I'm super alt-right.
I come for the bad taste, but I stay for the bad politics.
I stay for the bad ideas, I absolutely stay for that stuff.
Wow.
I haven't had it in years.
Okay.
I don't think anyone has. Is it available?
Years, but it did give me lifelong illnesses.
What's the next one?
Next one is gonna be Shasta.
Oh, Shasta.
You have to.
Yeah.
Orange Shasta.
Shout out to Dollar Tree.
Shasta is good.
Yeah, orange Shasta's good. I mean,
orange anything's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to fuck up orange soda.
They had an orange Dreamsicle Shasta one time that was pretty damn good.
Yeah. I mean, just solid. Like enough of a knock off to the point of like, I'm not gonna be mad if I don't get the genuine article over Shasta. Okay. And then number 1's Grapico. So easy. I completely forgot about Grapico.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Grapico is a delicacy.
To
a tubby young Southern boy in the early 2000s. My God, a delicacy.
Oh yeah, Grapico and Golden Flake Sweet Heat Barbecue Pork Rinds.
Did I tell you I took a tour of the Golden Flake factory when I was a kid,
dude?
When our school,
did you get a golden ticket? A deep fried golden ticket?
Yeah, and I was like getting near like the deep fat fryer, and then like the Willy Wonka tour guide was like, "No, stop, don't," and I fell in it. And I became a pork rind. No, I did like eat so much at the Golden Flake tour that I threw up that night.
Damn. He cheat your own too close to the sun.
So
They're knockoff Doritos. I was like, home.
Oh,
I
fuck.
can't believe it because I haven't seen it in years. Apparently, you can buy Diet Right at Vaughn's down the street right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I feel
Okay.
like I've seen it and been
it
like,
looks
hard
gross.
no.
Yeah,
the
it's-
can makes it look like cheap fucking.
they didn't
Natty
change.
Light.
They didn't.
Yeah,
change the
it looks
can
like a
at
Bud
all.
Light kind of. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet you can buy it on the same part of the shelf where Verner's is. That's
Yes,
why I've
probably,
seen it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because if I get in the rare events, I get the gut rot, which is pretty rare. I could eat a car battery and probably
Nah.
digest it with
Right.
no problems. In the rare moments of gut rot, if I drink a ice cold Verner super fast and burp like 3 times, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be interested to know what percentage of all the ginger ale drank in the United States is drank on airplanes, because that's the only time I ever drink ginger ale.
Remember
You
when
know
there
what?
was a ginger ale shortage on airplanes?
Oh, was there really?
There was.
Shit.
There was.
I was
Yeah,
just
during the
thinking that
pandemic.
because I flew Delta instead of Spirits on my way back from Alabama, and I was like,
Congrats.
oh, hey, I'm moving up.
I was going to throw a ginger ale in there, but I don't want to burn it if it's on sale.
Ginger
Yeah.
ale is
Oh, go
delicious.
ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say great value ginger ale.
Great value. Oh, Walmart.
Oh, CVS.
Is that CVS or is that Walmart?
Both?
I think it's
Yes.
both. Yeah.
both.
Yes, it is yes.
Yeah. What you got, Sam?
Oh, well, we got to fucking shout out the worst of the worst. Number 1, Stars and Stripes.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
that?
Is that
Fucking
99-cent store?
Yeah, Dollar Tree brand.
Stars and Stripes.
It's fucking so
It-
bad. And I just wanted to include it just because
Holy
Is it-
it's like the worst.
Does it say it's carbonated, but it's not?
No, it is. It's carbonated, but it's just like they didn't even try.
Yeah.
it's a knockoff where they didn't even try.
It's like
What does it
eating.
taste like?
It's like eating
they
dollar.
have all different flavors. They're like
Yeah.
they're like a Shasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Dollar Tree Doritos. Like, you know what you're getting into. You're like, well,
It's mogul mind.
it's going to be in the same shape and,
Shape and
as
color.
Yeah,
this.
it's in a bottle that's the similar color.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Got
It
it.
sucks.
It sucks.
Shout out to my juggalos and juggalettes, Fago.
Yeah.
Does Fago count as off-brand still?
Yeah. hell yeah.
They're their own company.
American beverage company based out of Detroit.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it good? I've never had it.
Fago?
Fago?
They got some good flavors.
Yeah.
They're
If
like,
you're
again,
having a fat kid night, you could do much worse.
again,
Okay.
it's like Shasta.
Yeah.
It's cheap soda. They have a ton of flavors. They have a Hawaiian punch.
Well, they even have
knockoff.
the fancy one, which is Rock and Rye. That's the one, the
Oh.
glass bottle.
Rye?
Wow.
Rock and Rye.
Does it have rye in it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
tastes like aged bourbon.
Well, no, because there's like Jamaican soda. They have like hops in them.
Huh.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they're gross.
It's not like at the end of the Coca-Cola Museum, you get the one that's from Italy that's like bitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this one, it might be owned by Coca-Cola now, but fuck it. Jarritos.
Haritos.
Mexican soda.
Haritos is.
I was also going
strong.
to say
Damn.
Shasta.
Oh man, going to a Mexican restaurant with my dad in Northern California when I was growing up, and I would get Haritos.
Yeah.
And then you have to choose like the flavors. You're like, which Haritos? Will I
Man.
get manzana?
That's-
Will I get
Oh,
Will I
I go
get
limon every time.
limon? I
Yeah.
do
I
get
like the pineapple one, the yellow one.
yeah. Give me a tangerine.
Tangerine
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Pineapple, was that Anyana?
I don't remember.
Something.
I just
Yeah.
go, give me the yellow one.
Yeah.
Pina.
Oh, pina. Oh, duh.
Pina.
Pina colada. What am I thinking?
Yeah,
of?
it's
Anyway.
yeah, Haritos.
Yeah, as far as my, childhood memories of Grey Pico, equating that with like an extreme heat and then getting something really fucking cold, that is now my experience in Los Angeles is, walking until you find a taco truck.
Oh.
You're just dripping fucking sweat. You're
Yep.
like, all right, give me the chorizo one and that damn limon Jarritos. That's what I
And
need.
you go straight to the head as fast as you
So
can.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Man, well, shout out to Flash Jackson for that question. I think we
Nice.
got time for one more. This comes to us from our friend Pinkerton in the Discord. Shout out to Matty P listening in Alabama. What are the 3 catchiest songs ever? And then parentheses, nothing before 1975. So there goes the 1812 overture, Matt.
But there also goes the Beatles.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Big distinction.
Yeah.
Catchy does not mean good.
Yeah, not
It means
necessarily.
like stuck in your head.
Fuck yeah.
Won't leave your head. Catchy.
And number 3, shout out to the Hanson Bros. Bop. That motherfucker.
Maddeningly repetitive.
Yeah, maddeningly repetitive. All of these actually have little like mouth sounds in them. And that's a big thing, whether it's na-na-nas or hey-hey-heys. Number 2, Blue Dabba Dee Ba by Eiffel 65.
Yes.
Which there was
called Blue. Come on.
No, it's literally Blue parentheses Dabba Dee Ba is the full title. Well, there's some modern song that samples it now. I heard in a damn CVS the other day, right?
Yeah.
They're going back to the 90s and just straight ripping off, straight ripping off, not even sampling. Just like, here's the beat. Now we have a song lyrics over it.
Man.
Like,
They're just willing to pay the royalties.
Yeah. And number 1, and Matt's list had this on there as well, and I gotta agree. It's gotta be fucking Hey Ya. Dear Lord.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And I've got a couple of honorable mentions, but I'll save them in case you guys don't say them. What you got? What you got, Anna?
Okay, I'm pulling one from last year. It's me, I'm the problem. It's me.
Is that Taylor Swift? Yay!
Time, yeah. Taylor Swift.
Hey. You know it's sketchy if it somehow made it into
exactly
by osmosis into my life. Then I'll give you props on that.
I wrote CNC Music Factory before Carter referenced it. I wrote
they have
to make you sweat if your feet are bumping.
Also honorable mention. I wouldn't ask for another. Whatever that song is.
Groove is in the Heart.
Yeah, Groove.
D-Light. Yeah,
D-Lights. Wow. We're going straight jock jams here.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
for my number 1, because it has been my anthem for a while. Eve 6 Inside Out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
that is
or
sketchy.
as everyone knows it, the Heart in the Blender song.
Heart in the Blender
song.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was on my prime.
Inside Out.
I will say I saw them perform it at Fest, and at 1 p.m. hot. And we're in Gainesville, Florida. It is
not a Dorito in sight.
Hot, not a Dorito in sight. It is hot as the devil's asshole. And I saw guys with tattoos from their eyelids down, just I was on my Heart in a Blender, crying, just having the most millennial moment ever, and it was the best. Sorry, Max, you have to say that forever. You have to sing that song forever because it's such a good song.
I saw them open up for Third Eye Blind back in 1999 at Beard Eve's Memorial Coliseum. That was my second concert ever.
What was the first one?
I randomly stumbled upon Ben Folds 5 performing on the campus at the amphitheater. We were on our bikes and
were
we heard
you inside of a Kirkland tennis shoe? What happened?
So I grew up in a college town. There's nothing to do. So on Saturdays, we would ride our bikes around campus and just, they had an arcade that was just for the students and nobody ever used it. So we just had unfettered access to like Mortal Kombat, Cruising USA. We had our own private arcade that nobody knew about. So we were riding back from that past the amphitheater.
Amazing.
And there was like a big crowd and a bunch of music. And it was Ben Folds 5 performing and
sexy.
Yeah, outside. But
I love that.
Yeah, I saw him do that shit live.
Moist mothers everywhere. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, this is like 97, 98. They were still hot. Brick was on the airwaves.
Hey.
They were on SNL with Samuel L. Jackson.
We all remember.
Come on, you don't remember the Samuel L. Jackson Ben Folds 5?
We all remember.
Where they sang
they
sang the abortion song on NBC. You don't remember that?
No. It was a big deal.
It's a big deal for some of us. Just like when Al Gore hosted with Fish. Anyway, what else you got, Carter?
Good Lord.
Catchiest songs.
Yeah.
Catchiest.
Okay. Number 3 is one that I do love. I do love this song.
Hell yeah.
And it was not popularized by the band that originally did it, but There She Goes by The Laws.
Slash
Sixpence None the Richer.
Sixpence None the Richer. That's a great one.
Everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
Everyone knows every part of that song.
That's maybe Bangin' Skag's biggest jam.
I mean, that is a big Bangin' Skag song.
But
that's
what it's about.
It's a lovely song. That's all right. So that's just the one that I don't mind being stuck in my head on repeat.
That one
is cute.
That one and Follow Me by Uncle Cracker, two most catchiest heroin songs.
Catchy heroin songs.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
Oh,
wow.
Damn, you're throwing heat. Yeah.
You just made me think of Mexican radio.
Wall of Voodoo?
Oh, Wall of Voodoo. Why was that on my list?
Radio.
But also,
Voodoo rules too.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man.
Do you know where I'm from?
Scotland. If you want to tune your Scottish accent, just say, just to be the man who'd walk 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's how you do your Scottish accent.
I love they do a cover. They do a cover on the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack of Rare Earth's "Get Ready." Where he goes, "I'm bringing you a love that's true, so get ready."
So get ready.
It's fucking great.
Amazing.
All right, number one. I think everyone knows the words of this song. Always, it is a very overplayed song. But all you have to say is the first part, and everyone knows the rest of it.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, it's All Star by Smash Mouth.
Okay.
There's another one like that from the year before, which is "It's
Ritz Ben. Yeah. Well, it's just one that everyone knows the words of. Not saying it's a good song, but it is like so omnipresent. And
It's a fine song.
it's an okay
It's
song.
a fine song.
Yeah.
It's
Listen,
and no shade on that guy.
R.I.P. to Steve.
To Steve, but
Big Steve."
that is
Snubbed
just
at the Grammys death.
right.
What?
That's
Death
bullshit.
mentions,
Yeah.
Jesus, come on,
Snubbed.
motherfuckers.
Probably
Yeah.
were just like, he's dead. They
Yeah,
probably didn't even know.
Definitely.
They probably just forgot.
He'll make next year.
But yeah,
It'd be funny if they post a picture of Shrek or the donkey.
I like that the Grammys in memoriam has a spring supplemental for the like, oh, we forgot that this guy's dead.
I have some runners up, but again, I don't want to burn any of.
Okay, what you got, Sam?
For a slightly newer one, I feel like was forced upon society everywhere. Uptown Funk.
There we go.
By Bruno
Absolutely.
Mars.
That was on my honorable mentions.
Any
Yeah.
Bruno Mars, really.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of his music, but especially Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
You don't even got to know the lyrics to jam it.
Right.
to.
Yeah, we talked about this on the Discord, but I said that is the Macarena of the 2010s. Like it was fucking inescapable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
And much like the Macarena, in the similar vein, I'm going to say, "Who Let the Dogs Out?"
Ooh,
Of course.
Holy
Of course.
fucking shit! Is
That was one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That song has like 3 beats to it. It's the entire song.
Yeah.
That's true. You can be drunk as hell and
Uh-huh.
still sing it.
Yeah.
And then I think number one, I'm just going to put, it's just annoying. The Real Slim Shady.
That was my other honorable mention.
Wow, yeah,
The Real Slim Shady is a little. The chorus is just so stupid. It was bombarded on the radio,
Yeah.
TV.
But when you hear like the first like, bam, bam, you know the
Yeah.
song. The song is in your head now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're in.
Damn. Well,
Runners up. Can I just?
Oh
real
yeah.
quick.
What's your runners up, Carter?
What is Love by Hadaway?
Oh god damn.
What is
Hadaway, whatever.
Wow.
Baby, and everyone does the Night at the Roxbury thing as soon as they hear it.
I started
Yeah.
doing it right now.
Yeah, I was doing it internally. And It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls.
Oh, and also I believe they are the singers of. That's one of the Weather.
It's one of the Weather Girls?
It is.
Well, shit, there you go.
Because that was the whole thing is they had like a sexy model in the video and the weather girls were like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I sang the goddamn song. Put me in the video, coach.
Listen,
I'm ready to sing.
how can you not be a size 2 at that time and be on the video?
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
Rough time.
Damn. Well, yeah. Shout out to Maddie P for that question.
Oh.
If you,
Also, yeah, great answer.
Yeah.
Same album. I like the way she moves.
I like the way you move. Yeah.
I like
Holy
that way.
That is such like a
fucking
wedding
shit.
song now. You know what I mean? Like that
So is Hey Ya, which is hilarious because it's a song about how monogamy is impossible.
It's because it says, "Hey fellas, yeah."
Yeah. Oh, I know
Anytime
why.
you reference a group,
Yeah.
it makes the wedding DJ so happy.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
everybody likes to shake it like a Polaroid picture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially your auntie.
Yeah, hell yeah. If you have top 3 lists you wish us to populate and opine upon, please join the damn Discord, linktree/thegoodspod, or tweet at us at thegoodspod.
If you ever go down Trinidad, they make you feel so very glad. Calypso, sing and make it right. Guarantee you are real good fine time. Drink your rum and Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, Mount Mather and Donut. Working for the Yankee dollar.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our jam of the week.
I've been looking.
Yeah. You guys ready to fucking rock?
This was the first song on Stone Cold Metal.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was.
Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions.
Yeah, dude. Oh, boy. Everybody, feel that energy all the way from Deutschland. It is the Scorpions.
We love to fuck you.
Yes.
Scorpions.
This is, of course, Rock You Like a Hurricane from their 1984 album, Love at First Sting.
Maybe the worst album covers and titles of any band.
Everything is strong.
Love Drive.
Oh, yeah.
The bubblegum tit.
Oh, yeah.
This song makes me think about riding the bus in grade school. Because it was just on all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Bus driver? Yeah, you're going to play that.
Oh, there's a whole podcast about how the Scorpions were kind of a psyop to promote, anti-communist sentiment in Germany.
What?
That's a whole crazy thing with the CIA and the West German government. Weird
This is
stuff.
government music?
It is. It's government
The
rock.
government cheese of rock and roll?
Yeah.
Ted Nugent, what do you have to say about this? Come on, Nuge. Come on.
This song has 103 million views on YouTube.
So excited. I've been thinking about this all day. I'm like, we get to listen to YouTube comments, and I've been jazzed. I've been horny for this all day.
There's 20,565 comments, and I read every goddamn last one of them. First up, No Name from 1 month ago.
Need it.
Please fuck the government with this. So he heard the podcast that I listened to.
Fuck the government with it.
Get the government real fucking horny.
Yeah.
And then
And
fuck
then
them.
this should be the theme song of the Roid Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's got to be.
Roid games.
Yeah. Shane Benning from 3 years ago. I got drunk and didn't go to girlfriend prom. Walk in later, and
That means his girlfriend is in high school and he is not.
Also, this also feels to me like one of those like spy secrets that are getting did not go to girlfriend prom. Meets the
well, there's
He's sending coordinates or some shit.
yeah. Well, there's the rest of it. Walk in later, and this was playing. She was dancing with a guy. I sucker punched him. Lights out. Unfortunately, later I found out it was her cousin. Kick-ass song and still no regrets. LOL.
where the
Shane, you sound like a bad man.
Shane.
Shane ain't got no side teeth.
No, hell no. Just like you're just impugning yourself and your girlfriend for doing stuff with their cousin.
He
Anyway,
lost him specifically to dip.
this one very much appeals to me. TSA Anonymous 1911 from 4 years ago.
Gross. Don't like that.
This is the song you use when you crack open a cold monster and mow the lawn at 10 a.m. you get you some of that good old leaded gas and some two-stroke oil in that motherfucker for extra lawnmower smoke effects. Rock on, fuckers.
The normcore of comments.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's so funny.
Oh, there's like a whole section almost of just normie shit.
Well, that is definitely in the much. Did I do the post right?
Yeah.
That is a man. That's an old man.
Amazing.
This next one also. Shannon Breathknocked from 3 years ago. No lie, I'm proud to have my kids singing this, even if it was the movie Trolls that made it happen. Both kids say they like the rock Trolls the most, and I'm a mom who listens to everything, but knowing they like rock Trolls more than the pop Trolls gives me hope for others, because pop and techno and classic.
The pop Trolls.
There's the happy Trolls music. I'm like, this woman has watched.
This woman is furious at Taylor Swift, and she doesn't know why.
Well, she's also just watched this movie too many
Well,
times.
also, people who like really back hair metal is like, that's real rock and roll, brother.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
This is psyop music.
This psyop music.
Also, I'm going to need the name of that podcast. That sounds exactly up my
It's called
my-
Winds of Change.
Winds of Change.
Wow,
Yeah.
just like the Scorpion song.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah. This one might appeal to you, Anna. Landy82 from 3 weeks ago. I must have a sense of superiority to recruit students and teach kung fu to save people from suffering and let them enjoy a carefree life, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of authority. satisfaction. I have this, but there is a difference between you and me.
Why are we the nerdiest people? Oh my god! People are like, "Oh, I bet you really like Cobra Kai," and I'm like, "I do not like the documentary about my athlete life. I hate it. There's a lot of winded dudes with bad knees." Jesus Christ!
I love this guy, Jet Lawless from 3 years ago.
Jet Lawless?
Lawless.
Are these anime characters?
He says, my friend called me a normie. He said it's like saying I'm a boomer who is 25. Which
What?
Perfect,
Oh, that's actually
It's a perfect
correct.
description
That
of
is
a
correct.
normie.
A boomer who's 25.
A boomer is 25.
And he
I
says,
guess. I like her.
Do you need a mirror?
Is that me? Oh no! Great Jiminy Crickets.
he says, well, fuck it. I'd rather listen to some normie music from the boomer days than shitty music like they play today. I'm like, all right, Jet.
I
you
do
don't
have-
sound that lawless.
I have a bunch of musician friends, and I do have to say, after this year's Grammys, people are so mad
Oh, yeah.
that women won Grammys this year.
Oh, yeah. Why
They're
wouldn't they
so
be?
mad.
That's the
And
first year they gave them out. You know, it's a process.
How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they?
They didn't used to let women win Grammys until 2024.
Yeah.
Women couldn't sing without their husband's permission until 2011.
Well, except for Cher.
Yeah.
Cher was doing it all. But anyway.
Dietary car from 6 years ago.
Dietary car?
And
My lord.
all caps. I'm driving down the motherfucking Texas coast right now.
Louder. It's all caps.
Blasting this shig loudest fuck out the window.
All caps.
I like
And
shig.
driving.
Breaking a law.
I'm gonna comment on this shit. This shit rocks.
I mean, it's the Texas coast drive's fucking boring.
I was gonna say, isn't it like
It's-
estuary?
It's
like
a fucking boring, just flat. You have time to comment on YouTube during that drive.
Yeah, my favorite
right.
part is when you just leave Louisiana and then there's what I like to call Mordor.
oh sure.
Mordor, Texas.
Like
Yeah.
Roswell and all that stuff.
No, it's where you're going through and it's just factories,
Smokestacks and PVC.
and PVC
You can
pipe.
smell it in
And
the air.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah.
God, I have cancer already. Like
Oh, yeah.
it feels, Mordor, Texas.
True
fuck
Detective
that.
season 1 for those
Woof.
listening.
Chewable air.
It's the oil town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They you know, of
Yeah,
course,
oil
you,
refinery
You
and-
drive through those towns, and you're like, yeah, no wonder everyone here has like flipper hands. You
Exactly.
know,
Vote, just voting wrong. And
Angela Buick. All these names are amazing. I hope they're all their legal names.
so crazy.
Angela Buick, another car name from 7 years ago. Husband said once to me in a fight, I am Scorpio, LOL. And I said, I am a category 5. You cannot take me. Get off my fucking island. I'm about to go category 5 on your ass.
Everybody's like, that's not an astrological sign.
that conversation never happened.
That's
Oh,
an insane
I beg to differ.
conversation. Yeah, that's so
A
specific.
lot of times it's just the crazy people. They find each
I'm a
other.
Scorpio. I'll fuck you up. I'm a hurricane, motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%. This is like the conversation that was going on, like, you know, through the paper thin walls of a Motel 6 I stayed at.
Cops getting called.
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
think they had a fight. I do not think that was the exact back and forth that happened.
Okay.
Lord Gandor from 6 years ago. All quote unquote rock stars make a deal with the devil, so they don't give a shit about you. I have been listening to Scorpions for 40 years, and yes, the music is awesome, but they definitely got it from the devil.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
The CIA
That's
is the
so
devil.
Funny. That's true.
Let's like just Lord knows I can't change listening
Yeah.
to devil music.
Lord.
if the first thing that like when you like fall into like the depths of hell and you see
Yeah.
like Jeffrey Epstein
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hitler and it's set to the tune of Rock You Like a Hurricane, you're like, hell is funny. Hell is ridiculous.
Oh man, hell is full of cum.
Hell is full of cum and bad people.
Last two here.
That's a country song
By
by Darius Rucker.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
last two here. Judy Goldthorpe from 5 years ago. And by the way, Judy Goldthorpe making her third appearance in the Jam of the Week. She was also featured in Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way and Georgia Satellite's Keep Your Hands to Yourself.
You gotta send him a shirt if you get to rock.
Yeah, if you got 3 three.
No, I mean, she's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely. So here we go.
I don't think we've ever had a 3 appearance.
Oh, we have. Ronald C. Hefner has been on like 7. Shannon Teagarden's been there since like the beginning of COVID.
Shannon Teagarden.
Yeah. But anyway, Judy Goldthorpe says, I'd like to say I like Godsmack Voodoo Song. It's right up there with the original Scorps Hurricane. Seriously, though, this video is stupid and cheesy, but the song's cool. I sang this to Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and I meant it. And you know, Greg Cessna, we played this in Fort Walton. Obviously, you see hurricanes, but you need to replace wiring and buttons now. Well, here I am playing the chips and killing you. No one likes it. I make reports, I say things out loud, and I am violent and brutal. and my brothers? New brother is a caveman and are stomping mad. Very smart.
Brother?
Have you ever talked to somebody in recovery from a stroke?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
New brother.
New brother.
Caveman brother.
Very smart. Way smart, motherfuckers. I'm in a smartness contest with Frank Colorado.
Smartness contest.
I'm in a smartness contest
What's the
with
square root of infinity?
Colorado.
Frank Colorado.
What's the
And
square
you're
root
all
of -2?
and you're all motherfucking dead. And believe it or not, Amy Judge in Spokane, Washington, you have enemies, even if you think the whole world loves you. This goes way back. Just be honest.
Oh, boy.
Elizabeth Dene is a sweet-natured baby, but they would sick their evil, evil, nasty babies on her in competition.
Go forth, my nasty babies. Fly, nasty babies, fly.
Kill the Power Rangers.
Babies in thong underwear.
And they're all like 37-year-old men.
I'm Frank.
my nasty babies.
I'm Frank Colorado. I'm Frank Vermont.
No one besmirches the good name of Frankie Colorado.
I'm Frank Illinois.
It's all
Adventure Brothers season. We've got an Adventure Brothers season.
Thus the nickname for baby Huey Duck, for cartoon baby Huey.
It's still going.
She
Jesus
tried to
Christ.
play with them and they attacked her. She beat up all the babies.
Someone's got to beat up all the babies.
So shout out to Judy Goldthorpe. And finally, Jim O'Grady from 6 years ago.
How is this going to top that?
We were lucky in the 70s and 80s in Buffalo, New York. Concerts every summer at Bill's Stadium. The Rolling Stones liked Buffalo. They played here 6 times, partying with 80,000 people. It was fun. Wow. I wish our football teams would get better. I can't imagine how people laughed at us losing 4 Super Bowls. We do have fans, though. We still sell out every game. I'm 58. I still listen to songs from those 70s concerts I went to. 70s were crazy.
Okay, this
is a man staring at my tits, trapping me in a fucking elevator. That is what this is.
I want to know what this guy has to say now, because this was written before the Buffalo Bills became good again.
Good again. Oh, yeah.
So they were in their 30-year drought.
Oh,
I just want out of this elevator.
They still have fans.
Yeah. He says,
oh, God, he's still talking.
Oh, yeah. He says, 70s were crazy. I was worried at those concerts because I'm only 5'6". Also, I was a big drinker. I was worried about getting in fights. I am of Irish descent.
What floor are you getting off on, sir?
I was of Irish descent, and I had a sister born with that bright Irish red hair.
Why did you get off the elevator with me?
It's true. Redheads do get made fun of. It sucks. It sucks that most people think all Irish are drunks. And this is all caps.
Where's your wife?
Everybody loves an Irish girl, redhead or not. My sister was like that, and I did feel bad that she was born with that bright Irish red hair.
I'm going to call hotel security.
Also, I feel bad. She was the only girl out of an Irish family with 10 kids.
Are you going to buy merch?
Look, you're forgetting we were 70s kids. My first music was the Partridge Family on TV.
So the stickers and buttons are pay what you want, but the t-shirts are $25.
We would nickname Mick Jagger a rooster on acid because of his energy on stage.
Just tag me in the photo. It's fine.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Some of us liked our alcohol. I guess us Irish are different. We're born with bright Irish red hair, freckles. It sucks that most people think all Irish are drunks.
Sir, the club has no more people in it.
Good news. All 10 of Mom's kids are still alive. It's true. Redheads get made fun of. Everybody loves an Irish girl.
Yep.
Redhead like a hurricane.
I got to go take a shit before the next show.
And that is Discopion!
Oh, my Lord.
So great.
With Rock
Guys,
You.
I've been looking forward to this.
Like a hurricane, our jam of the week.
There's a song by 42 Doug, rapper, came out last year, For the Gang. It fucking samples that song.
Word?
It's
Hell yeah.
It's one of those new songs that just is like a direct lift.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Anna Valenzuela, where can people find you,
You
on
can
the
find
internet?
me at Anna Valenzuela. You can AnnaValenzuela.com. You can also find me at Anna V is Funny. Please look forward to June 10th. My album and special are coming out, Murder Puss.
Yeah. Recorded in Denver, right?
Recorded actually in Fort Collins.
Oh, Fort Collins at the Comedy Fort?
The Comedy Fort.
Fucking A, man.
And it was a journey and a half. So please strap in for that, both for your eyes and your ears. And a new podcast coming out. Gird your loins, guys. Pretty fly for a sci-fi until we get sued. Where me and
The Offspring
comedian
doesn't have money.
Matt Alano Martin go through 101 sci-fi movies you must see before you die.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome.
Love Matt. Shout out to the good folks in Bloomington.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Carter, where can people find you online?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Instagram. And, I'll probably put some more shit on there. Just quit pressuring me. You know what I mean? All this pressure. Jesus Christ.
Post your clips.
All right, I got clips.
Post your clips or I'll kick your ass.
I have a clip of I was on a Ferris wheel. I'll post that.
Post your clips.
That'll be
It's
nice.
very fun, yeah.
Put your pussy online.
Okay.
Sam, where can people find you online?
Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. Slam Harder on everything else.
Fuck yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you are listening to this the day it drops, you can come see me and a friend of the show, Eric Barnes, ringside as Wrestling Pro Wrestling returns Friday, February the 9th at the Glen Arden Club in Glendale, California. That shit is going to be so fun. Eric and I have been texting back and forth this Friday, chomping at the bit to get back ringside and call all the action.
I got to go this time. I live in Pasadena.
I can put you on the list. I'll put you and Brandy on the list.
Put
We'll get
me
you
in a
all in
plus
there.
one, baby.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, come see me there. And then on February 24th, I am going to be down in Long Beach, 2395 San Francisco Avenue at Wrigley Comedy Chew. Come out and see me in Long Beach. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. But come on, man, join the damn Discord. We're having fun in there all the time. Sam and I are on there every day. Carter is lurking.
Searching my name.
Yeah.
Don't be saying nothing you're not supposed to say.
Yeah.
The
we're
best
keeping an eye on
way
you.
to get a top 3 suggestion in.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
Discord.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, join us there. The best way to support our show, head to patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support the show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, daddy, we're going to call you a doper right to your face. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.